Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked My Opinion podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, where as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. What am I talking about today, guys? Before I get started, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you when you do. Okay, so what am I talking about today? This has been like in and out of the news, and I had to talk about it because it's just so strange. I'm talking about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. Now, obviously, you know, we know who they are. They were married years ago. They share 3 kids together. They got divorced, and it seemed rightly so because Ben Affleck is just like a complete, like he's like a total train wreck, like in relationships. He even said like a really negative response to marriage when he was asked about how he felt about his marriage, Jennifer Garner. Like it just like looked like while they were married, he just wasn't a good husband to her, right? But it always seemed like they got along. They seemed kind of vanilla, but it seemed like obviously he had dated J-Lo and was engaged to J-Lo before he married Jennifer Garner. And they were married, I want to say a good 10 years or something like that. But so they divorced. Flash forward, he does his whole J-Lo revamp, which I just have to say, and that would take like a whole nother video, but I'm going to go into I'm not a fan of J-Lo at all, but what he did and how he did that, I don't even know what was the point of the revamp. There was nothing romantic about that. Like it made her look bad from her team, you know, if you ever watch or see anything with J-Lo, she does actually seem to believe in like that happily ever after kind of love, which is why she's having no luck. But it seems like she did believe in that whole fairy tale romance and was willing, after she had just got out of a bad relationship with A-Rod, she seemed like she was willing to try this again. And then they had the fairy tale romance, and they do look like, they remind me of Elizabeth Taylor and oh Lord, who was she married to? Eddie Fisher. It's like they had that true Hollywood romance where it was just like, wow, they're so glamorous together, they look so good together. And then he kind of just like ran away and did it in the most embarrassing, humiliating way possible. Like now they have a house that's worth $60 million that they're trying to dump, and it looked like J-Lo was trying to conceal the fact that he had left, and they were even having problems until she couldn't conceal it anymore. And I guess he did it in the most, non-public, public type of way. Like everybody knew it was happening, and they were only married like not even 2 years. And so he left. They got divorced. They finalized that. I mean, just a mess. Not only, just from Ben Affleck's side, why would you put yourself through that? Why would you put your kids through that? Because it looked like the kids, J-Lo's kids and his kids became close. And granted, they're not kids. These are teenagers or tweens or whatever the hell you want to call them, but they're not kids. They're up there. But so flash forward, that happened. They got divorced, whatever. In the process of this, and during this whole time, Jennifer Garner has always been in the shadows of helping Ben Affleck. No matter like when he had to go to rehab, she was there to take him, even though he was dating either a stripper or something at the time, and like he just was a mess. And there was, you all like remember the captions of the pictures of him in the back of the car while he made her stop at McDonald's or whatever to get him a burger before she was taking him to rehab. She's always, it seems, looked out for him, which again, it always reminds me of that whole Khloe Kardashian vibe, the way she did with Lamar Odom. Some women are just like that. They're just natural nurturers. Okay, great. In the process of this, she's raised their kids and everything else like that. Finally, Jennifer Garner, who has been dating on and off, looks like she finally found a relationship with this businessman. Now, flash forward to now. All you have to do is look up Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, and they just have been spending an inordinate amount of time together. Now I get it, and they keep using the term co-parenting. The problem with that is I'm a parent, right? And I gotta tell you, one of my kids is close to the age of one of theirs, and she don't want nothing to do with me. So they need to stop with the whole co-parenting thing, because kids at that age they have their activities, they're doing their own thing. They're not trying to hang around their parents like that. So I don't know why they keep using this excuse. Hey guys, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, real life. You know, I took a phone call in and it just stops me shooting my video. But whatever. If you guys have how to stop that on an iPhone, that would be awesome, because I keep like every time I get a call, it just like stops me in the middle of recording. I don't know if I should like do not disturb or whatever. I should probably look that up. Anyway, I was talking about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, and with J-Lo in the mix. So I was saying, like, okay, so you're seeing them now. They're all Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck again. I mean, they spent Valentine's together, right? They spent Valentine's Day together. And again, they keep using this guise of co-parenting. And that just has me so confused, because again, I would understand if these were young children. These are not young children. One of their kids is in college. And I'm not saying that kids don't need you at a certain age, but it's like, come on, any parent knows that, you know, a 14, 15, 16-year-old, they're not trying to hang out with you like that. So flash forward to like this weekend, there's like photos of them going, paintballing or whatever together as like a whole family. Like, and the kids are there, granted, right? The kids are there. But optics, this just looks so weird. I don't know if it's me. I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Just optics wise, it just looks strange to me, right? I mean, again, they're divorced. And they look very happy together. Don't get me wrong. They look very chummy. The problem is Jennifer Garner has a whole boyfriend. This businessman, I think his name is John Biller or something, has a whole boyfriend. Now, of course, like there was stories about him not feeling 100% comfortable with Ben Affleck hanging around their house all the time. I mean, Ben Affleck was staying there during like the wildfires. Like I guess they were staying together all together. And again, I guess they keep using this whole we're a family thing, but I feel like there's more going on. And we still don't know the reason he left J-Lo. I have long suspected it had something to do with the Diddy trial, or the upcoming Diddy trial, and it had something to do with dirt there. But obviously, you know, that's alleged. I don't know. But that was one of my suspicions, was it had something to do with that, because the timing of the way he just, I mean, you really don't go and marry someone and then just go like, turn around and act like everything, you know, didn't happen. It's not like they weren't together before and he didn't know how J-Lo was, right? But the Jennifer Garner thing, it always seems like he took her for granted, and it always seems like Jennifer Garner has always been like kind of like a lab puppy running after him, and like doing all that. But like, if all you got to do is Google the current videos of them paintballing this weekend, and I don't know, maybe it's me, because I'm looking at them together and they look like a happy family, right? But the problem is, again, he's divorced and she's dating somebody. And I don't know what kind of weird, freaky, deaky, neaky they got going on there, but I wish they would just come out with it, own it, and move on, so we can all just, now granted, it's nobody's business, but I don't know. The whole thing is just so odd. It's just, again, if I were Jennifer Garner's boyfriend, I would have a real issue with her hanging around her ex-husband. And there's only so many ways you can say this is for the kids, particularly, again, when the kids are not kids, they're teenagers. So I don't know, like, how, his friends, people, his family, like, if that were my brother, I'd be like, dude, what's going on with that whole thing? So optics wise, it doesn't look great for that guy, right? It does look, it looks strange. So I can't imagine he's completely comfortable with it. I don't know any man that really would be that comfortable with it, with the way they're doing it. If they have rekindled something, good for them. Honestly, I like Jennifer Garner, and I hope he does not do to her what he did to J-Lo and what he did to Jennifer Garner before. It's like Ben Affleck looks like just a horrible, horrible person to be in a relationship with. But yeah, so there are rumors that he's dating and all the other stuff, but I'm going to link an article down below, and you guys tell me if you think it's me, because I don't know. This whole thing does not look right. It looks like they rekindled something, like something happened. I don't know. For those of you who are have an ex, are divorced, if you look at their photos, I don't know anybody who's hanging out with their ex-partner like that. Like, again, I know it's more kumbaya. I grew up in a different generation where parents hated each other, rightly so, got divorced, never spoke again, and then did the whole the angry drop off with the kids. It was not this whole co-parenting situation. I'm sure it is better now. It's better for the kids and everything. But I look at it and I'm just like, I don't know. Most people don't look at their ex like that. I know I'm not paintballing or sitting there going out to Dave and Buster's with any of my exes, but that's just me, you know, like, it's not like, I can understand if they're doing like, again, kid stuff, which I guess paintballing is kid stuff and spending time like that. But I don't know. I feel like most divorced couples are not trying to be in each other's lives to that degree, so much so that they're like living with each other, staying over. I don't know. Holly Weird is so weird. It's just like, I can't even question anymore. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think something's going on? You think they've rekindled something and they just don't want the world to know? Do you think it's a good idea for Jennifer Garner to... I definitely don't. I think that ship has sailed, and I think Jennifer Garner was in a good place, which seems to be what Ben Affleck does. He seems to get a woman, and ladies, we all know men like that, but he gets a woman who's in a good place, and then he just blows up her life. Like, you know, J-Lo was in a good place, and he blew up her life. It seems to be, again, what his MO is. If you look at some of his past dating partners, he gets them when they're peak, and then classic, like, narcissist behavior, and then he just blows up their life, and then he's just done with them. But that's just my 2 cents. But let me know what you guys think. Get down in the comments. Do you think they've rekindled? Do you think something's going on? Is it just me? Am I just like, I need to be more accepting of the times and not be such, you know, the old auntie that I am and questioning everything? But I don't know. It just looks weird to me. But let me know what you guys think. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I appreciate... Oh, look. Oh, okay, I did it again. As usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. See, guys, I'm not paying attention. I'm watching traffic. But either way, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.